They did tell me it was hand finished, and then this really beautiful weight on the back. You see the lines? Yeah, you see that? This is a very, very interesting, it's a CEM PCB we're using. So this is CEM. Very, very cool. Yeah, the cream PCB is really cool. And then I'll show you guys the board. The board's also a bit special as well. But look at this PCB. So this is, I think, the non-standard KBD one, like KBD8X MKIII PCB. As you can see, I believe the diodes are different on this one. You can see the larger diodes, which I really, really appreciate. And I think the whole layout of the PCB is different too. Like at least the trace layout. Again, I don't think KBD fans sold this. I think this was supposed to be listed at one point, but then they never ended up selling it. They do offer the CEM PCB. They do. It is a KBD fans with a hand finished raw aluminum that I think is going to look super, super sexy on this. It's kind of neat. It has like a bit of a texture to it. Obviously, I think once we put the PCB in, it'll kind of clean up the edges a bit, but it's not your standard raw. Like, look at this. Let me zoom in. It's not, like, the cool thing about this is it's not like really your standard type of raw finish. As you can see even where they hand finished the raw on the inside. So at one point it was your shiny raw, but it looks like what they did was they took like, you know, steel wool per se, and they kind of just like finished it more. So it has all these kind of like scratchy looks to it. Look at that, isn't that neat? And I almost forgot I had this because I don't think this ever got released. They did tell me it was hand finished, and then this really beautiful weight on the back. You see the lines? Yeah, you see that? The raw looks so nice too. Gotta say, I do love my pine green one. I have two KBD Fan 8Xs. Like one I got and then one was sent to me, this one here. And I love the KBD Fan 8X MKIII. Although this one here doesn't have that little LED thing on it, but my God, that is a pretty finish. In the knife world, this is called stone washed finish. Well, this is gonna turn out sweet. I'm very excited. And then we're gonna put some of these switches inside here, my Type Plus switches. Here's the other thing, is they've changed the plate files since last I've used this. And by change the plate files, I mean I have an updated half plate where they've removed, look at this. They've removed the space bar parts over here. So I think the half plate will be great on this. They still have the old plates, like I still have an old plate here where they still have the tabs underneath the space bar. But this could be really cool. So I'm pretty excited to give this a go. I think the switches will match with the case really nice too. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a personal build. Also, these are the final batches of my, like production batches of my switches. So I haven't actually tried the production batch of my switch. So that's what we're gonna be doing today too. Should be really, really fun. Okay, are they pre-lubed? Yes, I'm pretty sure they're all the pre-lubed ones. Half plate build and CEM PCB. Funny thing, I ordered both of these when they came out, but never got around to doing the build. I know, I'm super pumped for it today. I think it's gonna be a very fun stream. I don't know what to expect though. I'm kind of going into this blind, so. I think I'm gonna go with top mount, but I'm also kind of curious. You know, maybe I'll just do gasket to start, because I'm kind of curious if it's gonna sound good with that too. Look at the machining on that. Look how nice this is. Whew. God, this is a classic board from KBD fans. I've liked this since they came out with this. Although I do prefer the plastic plates and top mount on this guy, typically. But we'll see how we like it today. This is a heavy board, by the way. If this was lighter, then maybe it would reduce some of the cost, but a lot of people have been going this route by using these larger diodes. Honestly, good. I'm happy. Reduces the chance of something breaking in transit with those smaller diodes. So I really, really like that. I think that is by the way, look at this soldering. Oof. Really nice. I really like these change in some of the designs. I don't know if this is in-house. It doesn't have a designer on it. It just says KBD fans. Unless this is the designer, which I'm not too sure whose logo this is, and I apologize in advance. But really, really awesome little design here. Possibly the hottest PCB I've ever seen. It is a good looking PCB. This is an aluminum half plate indeed. So here was the original. You can see where it wasn't polished. Hand polished or hand scraped, whatever you want to call it. Very cool. See, this makes me want to do some stuff to like my own raw finished keyboards. Super neat. We'll do top mount after this. I want to try the gasket again though. I haven't tried gasket with a half plate yet on this board. So I would be curious. The blue accents look great. Hell yeah, dude, look at this. It's kind of like we have a battle-worn piece of armor, and then we got Beskar. Not really, because obviously this is not how Beskar looks, but it kind of would, you know, be like a Beskar bottom. How sick would that be? A Beskar bottom, bro. Do I like the gaskets on these? This is going to be the first KBD8X Mark III that I like with gaskets, if that's the case. CM plate sounds very different. Holy. Whoo. That is like a very deep sounding alpha. Whew, I'm going to try top mount as well, but... Ooh. No, this one here should have that, but I don't know why this particular unit doesn't have that top navigation cluster LED. This is so much nicer in top mount with the half plate. Or sorry, in gasket with the half plate. I also think the CEM PCBs are something to attribute to that as well. But now to try the next phase, which is top mount, which is what I really liked last time. Dude, I don't get why they don't have the regular plates with the mounting points gone. That was one of my gripes when we built this originally. But a half plate on this, I think, also works wonders. Okay, I like top mount more. Already, I can tell you guys I like the top mount more. Ooh, this is nice. Ooh, the half plate's super good on this. The mods are great too. Arrow's a little bit resonant, but I mean, that's where the plate is. The spacebar's plasticky? I kind of like that though. I like the spacebar to be a bit more like neutral like this. I can definitely see what you mean though. It sounds like more of the PCB and the keycap. The half plate alone is a game changer on this keyboard. I already liked the KBD8X, but I think both the gaskets and the top mount sound better with the half plate. I do think the CEM PCB is doing something there too. I think it's more for the alphas, not so much anything else. Maybe a little bit of the spacebar, but dude, that sounds great. Holy. Anyways, I think this board's fantastic still. Fantastic value. Not that this is a review stream at all, but in case you guys were wondering my thoughts, I liked it the first time I built it. I like it more now. I do think the CEM PCB and the half plate make this a killer combination for this board. Love you guys, and have a good one. And say hi to Marshmallows for us. Bye everybody, and see ya.